Guys, I will be dictating two passages every day, one general and one legal. So subscribe to my channel for latest updates. 5 seconds. I am pleased to inform the House that Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao has yielded tremendous results. Gross enrollment, sir, if you hear the data, I think it is important not to politicize issues related to women. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao has yielded tremendous results. Gross enrollment ratio of girls across all levels of education is now higher than boys. At elementary level, it is 94.32% as against 89.28% for boys. At secondary level, it is 81.32% as compared to 78% for boys. At higher secondary level, girls have achieved a level of 59.70% as compared to only 57.54% for boys. So, under Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, girls are actually benefiting from the scheme. Health of mother and child are closely correlated. Nutrition is the critical component of health. To improve the nutritional status of children of 0 to 6 years, adolescent girls, pregnant women, and lactating mothers, our Prime Minister launched a Poshan Abhiyan in 2017-18. More than 6 lakhs Anganwadi workers are equipped with smartphones to upload the nutritional status of more than 10 crores households. Honorable Speaker Sir, for the benefit of those who may not have heard this line, I would like to repeat it as it is very important. To improve the nutritional status of children in 0 to 6 years of age, adolescent girls, pregnant women, and lactating mothers, our Prime Minister launched a Poshan Abhiyan in 2017-18. Para, in furthering the government's commitment towards the welfare of scheduled castes and other backward classes, I propose a budget provision of about rupees 85,000 crore for 2020-21. I repeat, towards the welfare of scheduled castes and other backward classes, I propose a budget provision of about rupees 85,000 crore for 2020-21. Para, in furthering the development and welfare of scheduled tribes, I provide in the budget for the year 2020-21 an amount of about rupees 53,700 crore. That the primary reason in not approaching this honorable court in time was the fact that it was only in December 2016 the claimants pertaining to village Kasana got the enhanced compensation from this honorable court to the tune of rupees 65 per square yard. The petitioners herein came to know about the said fact in the month of January 2017, causing not only lots of heartburn but spelling miseries over them. It took not only lots of courage in mustering support from number of affected families, but also it took time for the petitioners to collectively file the instant special leave petition claiming not only the enhanced compensation but also parity with regard to the compensation awarded to their co-villagers at village Kasana. Para, that thereafter the petitioners have stated that though there is a reasonable case made out by the petitioners to get the enhanced compensation to the tune of rupees 65 per square yard, but fairly enough in order to balance the equity. This court may not grant interest from the date of the judgment of the High Court, that is 2/4/1996, till the filing of the special leave petitions before this court, except the explanation in paragraph 3 reproduced herein above. There is no other explanation whatsoever explaining the huge delay of approximately 21 years. Neither any poverty is pleaded nor any financial difficulty is pleaded. Nothing is on record that after the impugned common judgment and order is passed by the High Court, the petitioners made any grievance objection with respect to inadequacy of the compensation determined by the High Court. On the contrary, all the petitioners have accepted the compensation as per the judgment and award passed by the reference court, determining the compensation at the rate of rupees 30 per square yard. It appears that with respect to some of the landowners, even the execution petitions are pending with respect to recovery of the differential amount of compensation determined by the reference court and the High Court, as by the impugned common judgment and order the High Court has reduced the compensation from rupees 30 per square yard to rupees 22 per square yard. Be that as it may, the fact remains that after the impugned common judgment and order is passed by the High Court, no grievance at all is made by the petitioner with respect to inadequacy of the compensation determined by the High Court. Therefore, considering the terms of doctrine of acquiescence, the petitioners lose their right to complain. This principle is based on the doctrine of acquiescence, implying that in such a case the party who did not make any objection acquiesced into the alleged wrongful act of the other party, and therefore has no right to complain against that alleged wrong.